Alright, so let's go through this game. Here we have a trundle into Kha'Zix in D2. So I can talk a bit about the initial game plan, thoughts on the waves. Uh, the mid lane matchup, I'm not really sure how it goes, but I would assume that the Syndra gets early priority into Victor. In the bot, Kate versus Varus and Sona versus Brand, my assumption is that the enemy bot lane should end up getting the push early on. So it's pretty unlikely that the bot does unless, the brand manages to land some key skills. But, in the ADC matchup, Caitlyn just, outranges, so that should give her the advantage. And, the top lane, it might be Sedge or Malphite. I'd almost never seen this matchup before, so I'm not sure. But just Malphite doesn't have anything except for. It might come down to just who autos the wave more. I think the more notable thing is the Ignite versus TP. Um, So, based on the fact that I have a tank top, I think it would make sense to path downward, but the only problem I have there is that I'm convinced that the Kha'Zix is also going to start at blue and path down. And in that 3v3 with the bot having priority, we should just lose that. And there's no world in my mind where I get the scuttle. Um, so that's the initial thought. So I end up clearing, top to bot, especially because I do have this really great setup with the Sejuani, but it's dependent on who gets the push, which is a bit unknown. So note to put down is who would actually get the push in this matchup. So yeah, the beginning of the game just plays out normally. Just do my clear, ping where Kha'Zix might be. We'll continue the clear, and I guess here's where things change, right? So in a lot of the games, I would go straight to red, skipping Raptors, but with the push here, and I know that there's no threat of Kha'Zix really ganking top, because it's very unlikely that he does his top quadrant into topside gank, especially without the red buff, so there's no real point for me to rush there. And, the Malphite's full HP, so there's no dive available. So go ahead and, clear this for efficiency. And I think my first real decision comes here, past my original buff start, is over here. So I'm actually in comms with the brand, and I see they get this push, right? And I'm looking at this, and my main concern is that the Kha'Zix. So I guess Kha'Zix, from what I understand, is typically going to a lot of the time full clear. It's very rare that he's just 3 camp into gank or 3 camp and invade. But I believe that should be an option. There's no reason the Kha'Zix can't do red Raptors Gromp, right? His Raptors clearing is pretty fast, especially compared to my champion. So in my mind, it is possible. But my worry here is he might do a 5 camp in a bot gank. So the default option would be to go for this top crab. But in my mind, after I do this red, I have to path straight down. One, because I have priority, I can contest the scuttle. I have this. I should have priority mid, and I definitely have priority bot. By some miracle, I have priority bot, which has actually worked out, against me, because I would assume that uh, this lane's going to get pushed in. So my bot is actually going to be the one closer to tower, so there's no gank threat, right? But anyways, so we see the red get completed. I ping at some point the Kha'Zix is around red. Guess Sejuani does it. Down here, just do crab. Kha'Zix show on map, as we expected. Here, there's a little mini thing. What did I do here? Let's play this at normal speed. So we see him. I think I was going to originally go to this bush, but it was too late. I think I tried hiding. Yeah, that was the plan. And unfortunately, the Varus shows. He sees the ward. He just backs off because he knows he's going to get collapsed. That's really unfortunate. I think if the Varus... Let's see it from his POV. I think if the Varus didn't show there, I could have actually stayed hidden behind his brush. I might lose in the 1v1, I'm pretty sure. Just because of his, passive, right? Let's see. Addition 36 magic damages. Yeah, normally Kha'Zix 1v1. He's level 4, I'm level 3. He definitely beat me in that duel, but he's missing a lot of HP. Yeah, this guy... It's also a bit slow in his clear. I'm surprised it took him to 336. This might have actually been a mistake from the Kha'Zix here, actually, because I don't think, given the lane setups, maybe it doesn't make sense for him to do a full clear, unless, I guess it was very obvious that our bot lane warded, right? Let me actually go back a bit more while he's still on red. Let's do it from his POV. I'm sure he sees Brand go up and ward somewhere, right? Oh yeah, see, so he knows that it just got warded. He was originally pathing there, and then just saw them go ward. So you know there's no gank available. Okay, never mind. It's not a mistake from Kha'Zix's point of view. So anyways, continuing on. This play fails. What do I do? Oh, okay, yikes. Yeah, this was definitely a mistake. There's no reason for me to actually come down here and, like, contest him here. I'm just, like, wasting time for no reason at all, right? If I am going to show here, I should actually go from crab straight to the other crab. Even though, like, I think a lot of the times I don't really go for the double crab because I don't find the first crab that valuable. Like, how much am I really denying him here, right? Like, the Krugs is worth more than the crab, so really, if I were to just do the Krugs and do the crab afterwards here, like, I would have gained more personally. But I think the bottom crab is mainly, it kind of protects my bot lane, right? As they're, try to farm out here. But yeah, this was clearly a mistake. And then, what was I thinking here? Let me think about this. So, I think after I saw my camp respawning, right? A lot of the times what you would do is, I have enough for a Sheen, and you want to recall and buy, right? So not going for the crab was probably, like, the top crab was a mistake. But when I don't do that as well, now that I've wasted that time, I'm thinking, like, I can go and do my entire rotation again, going from bot to top. And the only reason I would want to do that versus recalling and coming back is because I thought at the moment that I might have needed a tempo advantage on this Kha'Zix. Because this wave is soon to be crashing, right? I think when I go back and clear, that's another 130. Let me think about this. At the time, I was thinking that I would need to have a lead on the Kha'Zix in order to clear up, potentially make a play top, and then recall and come back down to match him for when he full clears. Like, we'd be on the same timer, right? If I start clearing now and then recall, we're going to meet a bot at the same time. And then whatever play is going to happen here, I should be able to match him, and I'll have better items. But really, now that I'm thinking about it now, based on where this wave is now, if this is either going to, like, over here, it should push my teammates, and yeah, I guess from 130 to now, it's probably going to be pushing back, right? But it's very possible that, like, this could just push again, like Brand uses WE once, this whole thing pushes forward, right? Which I think actually did happen. Then it would crash, and then 130 for now would actually be bouncing back. Yeah, okay, there's too much to think about there, actually. Maybe there's no point in thinking about what that wave state will be like minute 30 from now. But yeah, I clear. I see the Kha'Zix. I thought this was a mistake from him. And then because he spent all this time here, I think my assumption was that he would go up and then try to clear bot to top again. So I head straight for his Raptors. And unluckily, I think it was warded somewhere, because he came, like, instantly to... Oh yeah, see, there's a ward there. Holy shit, there's a ward over here too. Damn, what the hell did they... Who warded this? Victor. Okay. How did I not see this ward? Like, this ward I understand that I would have never expected it, but, like, this ward I should have seen if he went to go in ward. Let me go back and replay it sometime. And maybe I just wasn't paying attention to the Victor's movements. So let's look from our POV, so there's no ward. What does he do on the map? He's not warded yet, right? Oh my god. Wow, okay, yeah, I would have never seen that ward. Can't believe that's in range. When the hell did he place the other one? I see, and he placed the other one now. Yeah, that's a bit unlucky. I don't think I would have, even if I saw this on the minimap, there's no way I would have noticed that ward. Because he didn't disappear here into fog and ward, right? He was, like, right here. Still on vision. But anyways, continuing on. I try to invade the Raptors. It's unsupported, unfortunately. I'm forced into wasting time. Guy dies again. Yeah, this is pretty tragic that the Sedge keeps getting repeat killed by the Malphite. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I think this was a point where I think I made a mistake. So let's go back. I see that the Kha'Zix is mid, and he's clearly heading to my bot side, right? And what I'm thinking at the moment is like, okay, fine. If he wants to invade my bot, I can invade his top. But like, it should be obvious that his, I know his blue's up, right? Because he doesn't have it, and mine just respond. It's impossible for him to have blue, or like this blue to not be up. But the Gromp, he cleared it like super recently. He didn't clear it at the same time as I cleared my Gromp, right? So there's no way that his topside camps are up. And like, even if I'm trading sides here, even if it was equal, I don't think it's really worth it, right? Because like let's go back here. I see him right after I'm finishing my Krugs, right? Oh, was that a replay bug? I see him as I'm doing my Krugs. Is that right? Yeah, as I finish my Krugs. And there's no play to be made here, right? Top lane. And there's like the traditional advice of like, oh, if they clear one side, you clear the other. And over here, that definitely doesn't make sense because like the main objectives, like what we want on the map, is bot lane, right? And yeah, I think that's just the main thing. Like, my lane has like a freeze here, so like they can't really gank him. They can't really gank the bot lane, but there's nothing for me to do on this side of the map. When Malphite comes back, he's going to be full HP, right? And level 6. I mean, his ult is down. I think he used that to kill the Sedge. I didn't see just now. So I should actually just recall immediately. Because like normally when you're trading sides on the map, the problem is that you can't get there fast enough, right? To get to where you need to be. Like if I really think about it, it should be like 8 seconds because of like how much time I had, right? After I saw the Kha'Zix. Go back again. When do I see him? Yeah, he shows now at like 7, right? And I just finished the Krugs. I think if I start channeling my recall, it takes me 20 seconds here, so around 30 seconds to get to my blue, right? And he's probably not going to go to my blue instantly. Like, if he sees me on this ward, which he does, he's going to go to my blue. But I think I should actually path recall here and path straight down. Because I might not be able to, like, get the scuttle, but at least I, like, protect my bot side jungle, right? And as well, if my bot, at some point breaks the freeze, which, like, single Brandy, it probably will, I'm here to, protect that. And the dragon, right? So, yeah, let's see what Kha'Zix does. Yeah, he sees that, he takes the scuttle, then he immediately starts drag because he sees me on vision. Right? This is actually extra unlucky with the top again, because I'm like, okay, whatever. I know he's doing dragon, I can probably take like the rift, but then I saw like this shit happening top, so I just immediately go over. I'm like, oh, the Sejuani's gonna die again. We kill him? We don't even kill him. Oh my god, that's extra bad. And just a flash there. Wow, it's crazy. You notice so many more mistakes when you play the replay back. Oh yeah. Oh dude, this fight was so fucking ace. This fight, so beauty. I'm like, this guy's probably doing rift right now, actually, if I think about it. Because he's gonna assume that I'm gone, right? So, like, if Kha'Zix just cleared this side of the jungle, realistically he goes back up. Unless, yeah, I guess his camps are up here, but I'm like, okay, that might be an idea, he might be going and doing it. So I go ahead and go in. This is actually hilarious to watch back. Let me play it. So I pillar. This guy gets stuck. He flashes into a space where he can't move because of my pillar and the wall. Which is hilarious. And yeah, then we get the Malphite. This place was super in, so I just assumed that the rift is free, right? Because this guy's camps are like all bot side. But then we start the Rift Herald. And the freaking Kha'Zix comes, yo. What a psycho. I think it's because he saw the Sedge top. I should really just be pinging the Sejuani to help me here. Because, like, there's no world where we don't get this rift, right? Like, it's so free. We just killed the top and the jungle. It's so free. Let me look back at what the Sedge had to do. Like, why did she go top, right? I guess this is pretty scuffed for her, right? This wave. 3, new wave. It's definitely gonna, like, it's pretty much like frozen here. But I mean, it's like one wave, right? Like, sure, it's a cannon wave and everything. Oh, is that a replay bug? Wait. Yeah, the wave's pretty fucked for her, right? Maybe I should just ping the set to help me with the rift. Oh no, it's not even a freeze. It's not even a freeze. That was a replay bug. This is literally gonna end up slow pushing back to her. Yeah, this is literally gonna slow push back to her. Oh, yep, yeah. So there's actually no reason at all for her to be up here, so maybe I should just ping her. I think this was like... So let me try and think of the mistakes so far. So there was the pathing here, where I tried to like chase this guy for no reason. There's this thing where I'm not pinging her. And there's the double scuttle, which I should have, because like the other thing with the double scuttle is like I would have been here. So that time, the first time Sejuani died, I would have actually been here topside to kill that Malphite. So like making the correct play would have actually set me in the right place for the next play as well. Because it's like if she got that initial push, right? By the time the 315 came, then it's obvious, right, that within the next minute it's going to push back to the Sejuani. Because like, why would the Sejuani AFK push, right? Like it slow pushes to the Malphite first, then it's going to slow push back. But okay, this was like 3 big things, I think, so far. And then yeah, I die here. It's fucking doomed. And then we lost the strip. We had such a huge gold advantage, and then we just lost that. Yeah, that one, that's like partially Sejuani's fault, because like she didn't even need to go top lane. That was crazy. We was slow pushing her, so like she was chilling in terms of like the wave, right? Because like sometimes if like laners do something, it's like, and you're like, oh, why are they doing this? It's like because they need to, right? Like in this case, the Sejuani didn't even need to. So I think my mistake here is I should just assist ping her to actually help me this rift. Even though she's like literally griefing by not doing that herself, I need to actually tell her. Oh yeah, I remember this. I was really surprised we got a double kill here. They like greeted so hard. Like there's no world where that kill actually happens. I can replay it back for you guys. These guys just like greeted so hard. I thought I was just blowing a summon, like that's it. Yeah, like they see me on the ward here. Just flash, bro. Just flash. Pillar, just flash. She walks backwards. And now she flashes. It's doomed. She's dead. Yeah. Wow, she almost lived actually. Brandon, thank you. It's pretty ace, we still get a kill. Like that gank should have never worked. It should have only been sums and like nothing else, but we got the sums and the kill, which was pretty sick. Yeah, I think this is where the game got doomed actually. This drag fight. Yep. Yeah, that looks right. From my preview, I don't know what lesson there is there. The brand kind of died on his own instantly. And they rift. Okay, I usually only review till the 14-minute mark, so yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like we didn't really get a lead. We were ahead, we ended up behind from the Rift and Dragon plays, basically. Check the jungle. Yeah, I'm behind like massively on this Kha'Zix. Though I guess in items he hasn't spent, so we're technically equal until he goes back to buy. Yeah, 14 minutes, I think for that, to call end of review. Because there were clearly enough mistakes already before the mid-game.